Hello, WT Sampson. People watching this podcast here. My name is Ethan Allegre. This is
Jacob Schonker.
I'm Alexis Mayer.
And I'm Audrey Rodwine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we want to start with? We have lots of things to talk about.
Lots of topics.
I think we should start off with like prom and all that.
Prom?
I think So
Okay,
yeah,
well,
you're
yeah,
you're a part of like the junior committee, right?
Yeah,
You're, like,
Justin told me that y'all were talking about it. Practice.
Yeah, for like all the students watching, and like right after we record the podcast, we're gonna have a junior class meeting so that we can all talk about prom, dates and times, and I think we're gonna start releasing tickets probably in the next couple weeks and stuff, and they're not gonna be as expensive.
May
as
7th,
like.
right?
Well, yeah, that's the idea right now. It's not like.
Okay. That's
For sure, but emails have been sent out and we're just waiting for approval. Yeah, May 7th is a Saturday.
Okay, nice.
Because, I mean, last year's prom was on a Friday, but I feel like proms
people
in
are tired
normal
after
high
school.
People want time to like
and junior
set up,
class needs time to set up and stuff. And normal proms in normal high schools are on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
And because Gitmo isn't completely normal, we kind of want to make it feel as normal as we can for like all the students and stuff.
The prom would be here, right?
Yeah.
The school.
Yeah,
Bayview,
we were thinking like Bayview or the community center, but I feel like after we had the winter formal here and how well it went, I was like, we definitely should do it here.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and speaking of like Gitmo not being normal and how it's kind of like
well, that's its thing. It's kind of like unique in its own way.
How much would tickets cost? Do you know, like the base price?
We're not like completely sure, but last year they were $25, and you have to think like at a regular high school they're gonna be upwards of like $80 to $200 anywhere.
Yeah.
So we want to do like, obviously not like that, probably like 30 or something like that. But it's not like for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And here obviously, like I keep saying, in normal high school, prom is juniors and seniors. Here it's freshmen through seniors, makes it more fun.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Yeah, and obviously Audrey's
I
a little bit
can't
younger.
Participate in prom.
You're 7th grade? 8th grade?
Yeah, I'm 7th
Seventh.
grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The middle schoolers don't really have a lot to do on a daily basis. Like, kind of, with us, it's like it's a pattern most of the time. It's like you go to school, and then after school, if you hang out, there's like only a couple places that you can really go without having your parents have to like take you somewhere or watch you.
Yeah.
So you either go to the next or to a restaurant and just kind of like sit in the restaurant, the thrift store, any places like that.
Yeah.
But if you want to go swimming or anything like that, I mean, some parents allow their kids to go swimming, but if
the
it's
beach
just
and the pool and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's
like,
hard getting like to and from places.
right, and then if you go to a beach
Okay, yeah.
like Windmill, then you have to have like, with my mom, it's like you have to have somebody there watching you.
Yeah, I mean,
because
I know-
that beach is dangerous.
I know
you
if I
don't-
was in 7th grade, like my sister's in 7th grade, my mom would not let her go to the beach like by herself.
Right.
No, but
Right.
that's the thing though, because like, even though you can't do like a lot of things like driving around and all that, it's kind of like it's good while it lasts. You don't notice that until you actually start driving, because like
Oh yeah.
when you're with a group of people, everyone's kind of together, and like in a way it does get boring going to the same locations.
It's a lot more hyped up.
But as long as you're with the same
was gonna
people
say the same
walking
thing.
somewhere, it's kind of interesting, rather than like. I mean, we all kind of started driving like less than a year ago,
Around the same time.
and like it got kind of like boring just driving to and from the same places like over and
Yeah,
over
the
again.
grass isn't always greener. I will tell you, because like,
There
you're
are-
like only
yeah.
if like we could drive or like we were older, because we go to the beach without our parents all the time.
There's pros
So
and
it's a
cons
little
to
bit
both
different,
sides.
but I know all three of us have our license.
Mhm.
So no matter like how much we have our license and how many like places we can go with our license, it's very glorified. Like it's not really
Right.
as great and amazing, because like we can talk about that now. Like the topic we were talking about is like things to do in Gitmo, because I feel like a lot of kids just sit at home or play video games or do the same things because
You're like,
Nothing to
Audrey,
do,
what do
right?
you and your
yeah,
friends
we don't
do?
think.
around days?
So if we're hanging out after school, we usually can't hang out for, like, my group of friends can't usually hang out for like that long, you know, until like we have to go home at 5 or something like that. So in that short period of time, I live close to like everything, so we go to my house or my friend Allie's house, and then from there we walk somewhere. Like the other day, we went to the Bean Cafe, or Triple C. Some people call it Triple C.
Yeah, it's OG.
And then we went to McDonald's, and then we went to the next, and then that was it. Which, in the next we find things to do, little things like just walking around or going to the candle section or
Yeah, anything in like stores with your friends is fun.
No, we do that too in a
Right.
way, minus the whole walking thing. Like we'll drive there and then do the same stuff. Like
yeah,
just
like
walk around.
like
look around.
when they had that one time, they had like the box of like foam swords in the
Yes!
next.
Yeah, we
For like,
fought
I
it.
know
those
y'all
are
did
so
it too,
fun.
because then it's so funny that like we do the same things, because like y'all will go, like Ethan said, we do the same things. We're just driving there, obviously, but
Yeah.
you would go, and my sister was showing me like a video of you guys playing with the foam swords,
Yeah.
and then I had a video of like Nick and Ethan and like all you guys like playing with the foam swords, but yeah, we do the same things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing with us is that we drive, so like for it takes a lot longer for y'all to
Yeah,
get
it
there.
takes
For
a
us,
lot
we're
less
in there
time.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we also have later curfews.
Right.
Probably, so we're together from like whenever we start hanging out to like night
Middle of
and then
night.
we go home.
And then I think it really depends on like if you have like for me it's like I set my own curfew if I don't have a person with me, or if the person has to go home before and I'm just and I have to walk home alone, like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because walking home alone is not like typically I don't feel safe walking just home alone by
I get that.
myself,
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially
I
at
get that.
night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
Like, even though you know you're safe, it's just
Right.
preference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
I
the
get that.
weird thing about here. Like, I would not go anywhere alone. I wouldn't even walk. It was like my mom took me anywhere, or like my friends that had cars took me places. Like, I never walked anywhere because it's just like so surreal living here. It's like you're living in like a little like safe bubble.
Yeah, you never
And
know.
it's like,
You don't
even
know.
though there's nothing to do and there's not a lot of people here, you will always be
You get
like
yeah.
safe.
See, a lot of people don't like it here, but when they go back to the States, they don't realize how good they had it here.
It's a reality
And
check.
that's a thing that I think people should appreciate more when they live here.
Yeah, it's really like surreal how safe it is,
Mm.
but it's also kind of like scary because it's like we're living in our own little Gitmo bubble,
You never know
and then
what's
when we
gonna
go back to
happen.
the States, it's like the real world like slaps you in the face, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I know for Gitmo it's like that, but like, what was it like? Like you lived in Guam.
Yeah,
So, like, what
it
was it
was
like for there?
A lot
Another
of
military
crime,
base.
drugs, everything off base. Because I mean, we could go on and off base. Here, we're just
Mhm.
stuck on the base. So we can't like go on and off the base. Like I remember one time, me and my friends walked out in the mini mart. Remember, someone was able to get through the gate, and they had like a whole like shooting setup. Like
The
that-
base gate?
Yeah,
Oh my
the
God.
base
Oh my
base
God.
went on lockdown, and we couldn't leave the base until the next day. It was ridiculous.
Gosh.
And like there were guns pointed like down us at the road as we were crossing the street. I remember
Yeah.
looking at the video of it.
That's probably another thing why it's so safe here. We can't go off base like you can on other
Like,
bases
no one can
and
come
stuff.
on or off. In a way, no one can come on or off because everyone gets stuck at Jacksonville. with flights, so.
Yeah, I was stuck there for like 3 weeks one time, like living
3
in a hotel
weeks?
with 4 kids.
Actually,
and my
3
mom.
weeks or like a week or two.
No, like genuinely 3 weeks.
Oh my god.
And then every Tuesday and Friday, we would have to go back to the airport at 5 a.m.
And just to
come
find
back
out that you're
and
not.
go back
yeah.
and come back.
It's
And it's
terrible.
like
It sucks
by
because,
then it's
yeah.
like we already spent the money that we would have paid for Space R.
Yeah. And it's not like you're trying to like vacay there. We're permanent residents.
Our stuff is here.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
we should get first access always.
Right.
Yeah, but then
I
again,
had-
everyone gets first access because everyone lives
Everyone
here.
lives here, yeah.
I had the same situation happen to me actually this past winter break. I went back to the States. I got stuck in the States. I got COVID. Then my mom got COVID. Like I did my 2 weeks and I was like out of quarantine. And then we went to go get tested again and my mom got tested for positive. So we already had to postpone the flight when I got it. And then we had to postpone it again when my mom got it. And then we were stuck in Jacksonville because the flight got postponed a whole week. And so me and her were in this, like, the motel or the hotel or whatever. And we were just, like, stuck there. And then, you know, like you said, we just spent, like, so much more money than we needed to. And we didn't have a car and we didn't have, like, real food. Since we didn't have
Yeah.
the car, we weren't able to walk to somewhere where there was food
Yeah.
unless we wanted to walk like all the way down to the gate.
Going
Yeah.
to like grocery stores. Oh yeah, on
Yeah.
Jack's, because a lot of places, a lot of people and stuff like DoorDash and stuff can't deliver.
Yeah, because they need a hard to get in.
And the airport is like all the way in the back of the base, isn't it?
Okay, so like speaking of food, that kind of reminded me. We were talking about the other day, like places. So it's really cool about Gitmo. We are all from different places. Even if you, everyone's from different places. Yeah. Everyone has different backgrounds. We all come from different parts of the country. We've all lived on different bases around the world, besides me, but a lot of us have. Like he was talking about Guam, and we live obviously in Cuba now. So I wanted to ask you like some staples from where you're from. Well, first, like, where are you from? Everyone. Like where do you? When someone asks you where are you from, what do you say?
I would say like if it's a stranger, I'd be like I was born in Virginia, but I call like this place or that place home. I was born and raised in Virginia.
So Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia.
I would say I grew up in Guam because that's the longest time I've spent anywhere.
Guam. What about like in the States? Like
I was only in the States for 5 years. I was born in Connecticut.
Oh.
And then we moved to Jacksonville, and we lived there for like 6 months, and then we moved to California, and then we moved to Hawaii, and from Hawaii we went all the way from there to here.
So you've been like
I've been on
mainland,
islands.
island, states, West Coast, East Coast. You've been like everywhere.
More than half my life has been on an island.
North. Where in California?
Oceanside.
Mm.
Yeah.
What about you, Audrey? Well, we know
my
where
whole
Audrey's
life,
from.
I spent my whole life in Arkansas. Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's a fairly small town, but definitely not the smallest in Arkansas. We actually won against, what is it called? Well, we won against like a really good team yesterday.
Football?
Basketball.
Mm.
Oh, March Madness.
Yeah, and
nice.
So now we're in the top 8, I believe. I don't know.
Arkansas?
Yeah, and that's like the highest we've been in a long time.
They were like 1 for the whole season in softball last year, and I've never heard of Arkansas in softball. So anyways, but yeah, so states you're from, what are like staples from Virginia? Like if you think of if you think of like
landmarks?
Virginia Beach, like what did you do and stuff that's different from here?
So, okay.
I'm kind of curious because I know Arizona's a lot different from Virginia.
I was born in Virginia Beach, but I lived in Chesapeake, which is like the suburban area. It's like it was like right across from Virginia Beach. It was like a 30-minute drive, not that long.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we'd go there to the beach, but that was like occasionally, like in the summertime and all that. We'd go in the winter for like, I don't know, just go shopping, go look around because that's like it's off season.
Mm-hmm.
And so. Yeah, there I went very occasionally. Like, I think I went, like, a couple times in the summer.
Yeah.
But here, I mean, I could do that, like, I could go to the beach wherever I want.
We go, like, every weekend.
Exactly, yeah. But there, I don't know, I think I would hang out, like, outside of school, like, twice a month at most.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But here,
that's the different
when
part.
I moved here and hanging out, like,
we
every
hang
day,
out every
weekend.
single day.
And that's a privilege that we get that a lot of people don't get in the States.
Mm-hmm.
But it can also kind of backfire sometimes because spending too much time with people, like, for me, it's like when I spend too much time with people, I'm kind of like, yeah.
No, yeah, you get old of it. You can always get, like, a...
Not even just get tired of it. It causes, like... I mean, we have, like, the same friend groups because it's so small. It causes, like, tension being around each other. And most of the time, it's not even, like, someone being a bad person or they're saying something rude. It's just, like, we spend so much time with each other. Yeah. We all play the same sports. We all go to the same hangouts, movies, beach every weekend.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like with everywhere, whenever there's, like, a pro to it, there's definitely going to be a con. Whenever there's a con to it, there's going to be a pro to it. So.
What about you, Jacob? What did you do in Guam?
We had a lot of beaches there, and something I just realized a couple days ago was that the beaches in Guam are like a lot prettier than
I believe
a few days ago.
Well, because I was in Guam for 6 years, so I got there and I was like, oh, these beaches are nice. I don't want to go.
Oh yeah.
Because we had a lot of stuff to do on base, so I took advantage of that, and then we would go to the beach like every weekend, like we do here as a friend group. But I never actually went with my friends. I went with my family because my friends were always leaving there. It was like an in and out place for people to move there. So I had like new friends every year there, but beaches are amazing there. Like some of the best beaches in the world on the Navy base.
Yeah, so that's like most of what you did in Guam?
What's that?
Just like hang out at the beach and stuff in Guam?
It was crazy because it rained every day there. Like every single day it was raining. Like in the middle of the night it would be like thundering outside and you'd wake up and it would be pouring in the morning. It was just terrible.
I know, I love rain.
Me too.
I wish.
love rain?
Yes.
Well, it sucks.
Getting rain every now and then. I mean, it'd be nice.
Nah, but then you have the backlash of like mosquitoes the next day.
Oh yeah,
And then they're
here.
like
Terrible.
swarming you and you're like breathing them in.
That's what was good about
I
Arizona.
would like some rain.
We had mosquitoes, obviously. We had mosquitoes, but it wasn't. It's not humid. It's dry. So we had a monsoon season. So it was like the whole summer. It rained and rained and rained and thundered, and then we had like barely any rain the rest of the year.
It's nice when it rains in Arizona. Like my
Yeah.
aunt lived in Tucson, Arizona, and every time it rained, you got that beautiful smell of when the rain hit the ground, and it was so nice.
And everything's orange and pretty.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyways,
I
so that's cool about Guam beaches,
Oh, yeah.
Virginia
Yeah.
beaches, and just like hang out, whatever, with your friends. What about you? What'd you do in Arkansas?
So usually there was a lot of things to do. Like Fayetteville is a very organic place. So you had the farmers market on the weekends, you had the mall, our mall was not very great though. Like we have a Hot Topic there, we have like nice stores, but then again like it's kind of just like a meh mall. It's not like we don't have an IKEA, we don't have like In-N-Out, like the
metro things.
yeah, we
Metropolis,
have.
or-
I mean, we have like
Metropolitan.
Yeah,
Metro-
that. I'm
yeah.
Metropolis. I was like, I
Metro
don't-
like city vibes.
Yeah.
it's definitely not a city. Like it doesn't have a city vibe, but it's a nice little place. On the weekends, I would go to the mall, or my friend had a river house, so we would go out to the country, and sometimes like at night, the trees would be filled with fireflies, so it looked like there were lights in the tree. It was so beautiful, and and so they had lots of trails there. We got to go swimming. During the winter, there wasn't much to do, but at the square they would have lights.
Did it snow?
In Arkansas, it's been snowing more. When I went there for Christmas break, it didn't snow barely at all. Like it did snow a little, but then I left, and then it snowed like 5 inches, and I was like, that's not fair, because I went there purposely to be in the snow, and then I didn't get to be in the snow.
Yeah.
But there's lots of places to go sledding, since there's lots of hills there. Lots of places. It's really nice to go hiking in the winter, because there's just something about winter hiking that's just really nice. And then, mall and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That sounds
I haven't
fun.
lived in cold weather in a while.
I haven't lived
I
in
can't
cold
handle it.
weather.
What about you, Lexi?
Yeah.
I'm from, I don't even think I said it, but I'm from Arizona, southern Arizona, right by
It's cold there, isn't
Mexico.
No.
it? At all?
Arizona
Oh, at
is
night
the
though,
desert.
right?
At night.
Yeah,
it gets
so
cold.
desert.
How
Yeah,
cold
so
at night,
basically,
like?
it's like, it's weird because like obviously it gets like over 100 in the summer. I've played tournaments like up north in Arizona,
Yeah,
like
it's
Phoenix and
warm, too.
stuff. I played like softball tournaments in like 115.
Is this weather here like okay to you, or is you used to it? Or,
It's
is it different
so
type of hot?
much different. Like the heat is completely different.
I
That's
guess
the difference. Like
dry versus
Guam
humid,
is like
Humid.
so humid, and
Yeah.
Gitmo is so humid.
Dry.
but-
do you think it's humid after it rains?
It's
I think
80
it's
to
humid.
90% humidity without rain every day.
Because it
I
rains.
thought humidity
He's
is
so
like-
used to it, he doesn't even realize
no.
you're breathing in wetness.
Because over on the Cuba side, it rains
know, a
every
lot.
single day. So then the humidity, like all of that wet, comes
Yeah.
over to our side.
It's-
and so
I
then
don't
you're
know if you-
breathing
I feel
it in.
You might be
dryness.
used to it, but
I'm
like
probably used
check
to it,
your
I don't
phone
know.
every day. It's the humidity is above 50% every single
That's
day.
so weird. I just feel like dry.
Yeah.
Like to me,
Arizona,
humidity
it's
is
like
walking out. You can feel the stickiness.
12. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's kind of what it is. If you've lived on the East Coast and
Yeah, I'm
like
used to like
Gitmo,
bipolar weather. And
yeah, I
seasonal
lived in
weather.
Arizona, so like
Hot all year round.
yeah, I lived in Arizona, so the heat was like completely different. Like the first time I came to Florida when I was flying here from Jacksonville to here, I was in Arizona and it's like hot. It's obviously hot and it gets cold at night, but you can like breathe.
Yeah.
But I literally landed in Florida and we got out of the airport and walked into the parking garage and I was like I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Like it's so much more. It might not be as humid as Guam, but it's like 5 times more humid than it is.
I was gonna say Guam is
On
like
the
over,
West
over
Coast.
100% humidity.
Yeah.
Every single day. I think higher than that.
Yeah, it's in Arizona. It's
All
12, maybe 10%. You got anything else
I was
you
gonna
want to talk about?
add, like, just hop to different topics. I was gonna say, like, hey Gus, why don't you look up some would you rathers?
Would you rather's are fun.
Yeah, some good would you rathers and why.
Producer
not?
Gus.
Google man.
just
We
call
need to-
just call him out. Call him out and
Gus,
we'll
we need to
answer
have the camera on you, so just in case you'll be like the dude, like, just typing. You don't even have to say anything.
I'm on Bloom Tower defense 6 right now, and then you guys just.
Okay, call out the would you
Yeah,
rather's.
look up just would you
Alright,
rather.
alright.
We'll answer them.
Listen.
Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel. All day.
Definitely Wonder Woman because
I don't know
she's just
much of-
cooler for me.
Wonder Woman is gorgeous, and I
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
watched Captain Marvel. So
Captain
I
Marvel's a
don't-
beast.
you know she
I
filmed.
actually
I've seen
watched
more of
it.
her.
You know she filmed that whole movie entirely pregnant. Wonder
Really?
Woman.
Oh,
What?
yeah, I heard
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
I
Yeah, I
heard
heard
that.
about that. I heard about that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
She's a beast.
Yeah.
Okay, next. What you
Yeah,
got,
next
Gus?
Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
Like,
Dance.
forced to be, like, automatically?
Dance or sing to
Yeah.
every song?
Dance or sing to every
Sing
song.
along. I don't
Sing
know.
along?
That
Sing?
sounds like fun.
You'd rather sing than dance?
I would rather
Yeah.
dance
Rather
just because
I'm a
it's
terrible
fun.
dancer.
Yeah, dancing's more fun.
But like,
Because if you knew every song in the world and you, like, had the opportunity to, like, just vibe out to it with the right people, oh my god.
Oh.
So,
You
I
have
get what
so
you're
much
saying.
power.
No, but
Yeah.
that's not what it's asking. It's asking like
What?
when a song plays and
Any
you
song,
have to
any
either
song.
dance or sing to any song when a song comes on. Would you rather have to sing it or dance it?
Sing
Sing
it.
it.
Singing
Yeah.
it in public is different.
Well, see,
See,
you,
okay,
you
wait,
guys
wait,
can
wait,
dance. That's
wait,
the thing.
Wait,
I
wait,
can't
wait. Hold on, hold on. Singing
sing.
in public out loud is a very different type of, like, look versus dancing out of nowhere in public.
dancing makes you look crazy, but also singing makes you look crazy because if you're singing
But
to
it's
yourself,
not-
then
you're
it's
singing
like
to a
If you're
song.
singing to a song, that's different versus if you were yelling the song.
Imagine
like,
we're
you
like
know,
dancing to Adele because it's playing and we have to.
in the middle of the subway,
Yeah.
and then you just start, yeah.
I
Alright,
guess
that makes
true.
sense, but I
Yeah.
think I'd still rather dance.
Oh, maybe dancing does sound better. It's like
I go
like if
sing.
it just song comes on.
Yeah.
Next one, Gus.
Gus.
Alright.
God, bro.
The next one is. No, sorry. I got another one from someone else. Alright. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Sight.
No, sight 100%. Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
can learn to like function without your
You just be
sight.
One
be
of
so sad all
one of the
time.
tech people in
Yeah,
there,
that's what
Connor,
I'm
said
saying.
memories.
No, I'd rather lose my
He's like, because
sight.
if you, or I think he said memories because he was like, if you lose your sight, you're not gonna make any more memories. I'm like,
that's
that's
not true. You can make
No.
like
visually,
And
Connor.
if you go blind right now, you already like have a visual of like
you're able to hear.
red and
Yeah,
green and what
right.
people look like and stuff. Actually, I don't know though because if you lose your memories, like you can always
I would
make
go-
more. But if you lose your
Yeah.
sight, like that's gone.
yeah,
I'd
but,
much
like,
rather
imagine
be
if you
deaf
have,
than
like-
blind, so that's how I'm thinking about it.
Also, you
You'd
have to
rather
like
be
if
deaf?
you're losing your memory.
I would go crazy. I'd rather be blind.
I'd rather
Actually,
be deaf.
I
I'd
definitely
rather-
Oh,
I'd
there's
rather-
another one. Would you rather be deaf or blind?
I would rather be
Deaf.
deaf. All
Deaf.
day. All day.
Def-
Definitely
Helen
deaf.
I also know sign language, but still,
Right.
even
Hey,
if you
even-
didn't, you can always learn. And
Remember
then
the sign language with the hand that what Helen Keller did?
that's not sign
Or
language.
not sign language, whatever it is.
What is it called?
Braille.
Braille. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Braille
where you
in the
feel the
hands?
dots.
That's what it's called too, in your hands as well.
Yeah,
And you-
that's
yeah,
Braille because you
yeah.
can't see.
Okay.
So you have to
I
feel.
didn't know it was
that's
called
like
Braille.
the bump
No, I know
sense.
Braille
Yeah.
is where you feel it, but in your hands, I didn't know that was called Braille. as well.
I don't know if it
Right.
is. But
Yeah.
Gus, Google it.
One more, Gus.
Google what?
Oh wait, never mind. Just give us another
Would
would
you
you
rather?
rather.
One more. Would you rather?
Alright. Would you rather be only able to whisper or only be able to shout?
Oh,
Whisper.
that was kind of.
Whisper.
I think whisper. Yelling is just obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah, whisper.
I think I'd rather
The
whisper.
whisper, so I can avoid going to like loud places in concert.
Your career can be an ASMR.
Okay. Next topic. If you had to replace a McDonald's here in Gitmo with any restaurant, what would it be?
Oh
Any
my gosh.
restaurant.
Oh. Something
You know,
like
Alyssa
a
wants to answer
buffet.
that.
Is there a restaurant where they have like a selection of like everything? Cause like you know you can have like
Golden Corral?
I would
Golden
say-
Corral.
Yeah.
That's so disgusting.
Oh,
Like, Golden
she's
is
saying
low-key-
like a buffet where they have like
Yeah, Golden
seafood
Corral.
and Asian food
Yeah.
and tacos.
No, that's the thing. It
Yeah.
has to be like actually like good.
That's disgusting.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Golden
No,
Corral.
I mean, if that's her
disgusting.
option, that's her option. But I mean,
I would
would
say,
pick
like,
I wouldn't
different.
choose.
I'd
I
say a
wouldn't
decent
choose Golden
pizza.
I'd say,
Corral
like,
because Golden Corral makes me sick.
Chick-fil-A.
Exactly.
No,
I love-
because it's
That would
just
put
the same
everything out of
stuff.
business. Though.
I would
would.
eat Chick-fil-A every single day of my
I mean,
life.
McDonald's is the same
It's
stuff. If you-
expensive.
I would.
Chick-fil-A.
But it's just like chicken.
If you get it
Exactly.
every single day.
I don't know if I would go with the buffet option because a lot of the foods that they make here are are kind of like they seem
Buffet.
they seem what they would put out on the buffet, but a little bit worse.
All the
Basically.
food here.
Yeah.
I think I would pick like Chick-fil-A or like Panda Express.
Panda Express
some
would be good.
Well, they just got a
Express.
Panda Express on the basing wall.
Really?
Yeah, they have like
think I would
3 or
Don't tell me that.
I would pick like. I don't know. You know what?
Can I just pick all of them?
No, I would.
Ooh.
I would replace all the restaurants here with just Subway. No, that's so.
Subway?
Gross. That's so gross.
We
I would
already
not do
have
that.
Subway.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know,
but
yeah,
like,
but
what if we
Subway.
could like split the McDonald's building into 4 and then put a restaurant in every single?
That's super tiny.
Might as well just put a food court. Or
But
something.
no,
yeah,
but
that's
then you
what
can
I'm
like.
saying.
Put
We
a
should
food
have
court
a
in the
food
Yeah,
next.
why
court.
don't we have
like,
a food
but,
court?
like kind of like how
Panera Bread.
Subway is.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
Panera Bread.
Panera Bread, white basic. Or
Panera's good. Mac
Yeah.
and cheese.
It is good, along with the
Yours
salad too.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
Let's do.
Yeah, anything else?
Let's do recent movies slash favorite movies. I guess ones you've seen here,
Favorite.
opinions or whatever.
Favorite?
Okay, everyone say their favorite real
Like
quick.
like
I have a
wait,
lot of
wait,
favorites.
wait.
I have a lot
Wait,
of
think.
favorites.
What
What about
What's your
recently?
top? What's your top
It's not
favorite?
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
That
Like,
movie
that was
was,
a good-
really good, and I don't even like superhero movies. What's your favorite though?
I don't know. I have a like you got the '80s genre or like a 90s
Let's
genre.
say recently.
How
Recently,
about
what's your
how about like
favorite
movies played at the Lyceum?
Well,
See,
let's just go with
No,
that.
but
That's a
they're
lot.
I
bad.
easier.
have my-
All those movies are bad.
what's your favorite movie?
They're the same
Jacob?
movies
that
of
they're
all
the-
time.
I thought Free Guy was pretty good.
Free Guy what?
Free Guy was
Ready
funny.
Player One.
Free Guy was pretty
I
good.
That-
did not
that was
my
like
all
Free
time
I mean, like
Guy.
now that I
was
watched
a
it,
good
it makes me
game.
feel like a
I
little
did
kid.
not like Free Guy. I thought it was dumb.
Well, it's dumb now that you watch it. They just put it on Disney Plus too.
No,
Really?
but it's
Yeah.
like, I don't
I feel like
know.
that's not
Just
a
like the
Disney
whole,
Plus movie.
and like Ryan Reynolds makes me mad when I see him, cause everybody's like, oh my gosh, he's so hot, and I'm like, no. So
Okay, I
Ryan
got
Reynolds
an
makes me mad.
No,
I don't know
I
why.
think that's a
My
guy's
favorite
genre.
movie of
No,
all
I know,
time.
I know.
Ethan, do you know what my favorite movie is?
Yeah.
It's
What is it? I told you
Romeo
a
and
million
Juliet.
times.
Romeo and Juliet.
No, I do love that movie, Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo
Wait, you told me a
DiCaprio.
million times. Give me a hint at least.
It's an animated movie, like a cartoon.
Oh, wow. Of all the animated movies,
Is it like a Disney movie or?
I don't think it's Disney. It's Wreck-It. Oh wait, is Wreck-It
Wreck-It
Ralph
Ralph.
Disney?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
like Wreck-It
Yeah, I think
Ralph?
it is.
I
Yeah.
am obsessed with Wreck-It Ralph.
Which one? The new one or the
No,
old one?
the new one's trash in a can. The
The
first one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The first one
I
is
think-
amazing.
Okay, one of like I can whenever like I could always like I can't freaking speak. I can always like recall back to it. The Book of Life.
The Book of
I
Life
love
is
that
good.
And the graphics may not be the best, but I think the storyline was really good. 'Cause
No,
I-
better
but
than
like, no.
Coco.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
no, but like, okay, my mom hates Coco because the guy that is the bad guy, the one that gets crushed by the bell and dies,
Yeah.
she's always like, he's just so mean. So that's
The Book
kinda-
of Life is better than Coco.
Book
That's
of
an
Life.
I
argument.
like-
With that one, the animation is like, I feel like it's
well,
like
it's puppets.
natural.
it's like
Yeah.
no, but it's like it's pulled from like
Yeah.
the
Oh, the
culture.
culture.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
I
that's
get
what
what
the
you're saying.
That's why,
animation
like,
is.
because the storyline
like,
was
the
so good, and I mean, like,
Yeah.
I was in fourth
No,
grade
yeah.
at the time, so what fourth grader like analyzes the whole movie?
And Coco low-key
No, yeah.
copied it.
I don't think
Wait,
I've
what
seen-
came out
I don't
first?
think I've seen the Book of
Definitely
Life.
Book of
Book
Life.
of Life, yeah.
The Book of Life is it's
And
mainly
just,
the
like-
storyline, but it's really good.
And
don't
just
think
like
I've seen it.
the being
like
able to like go into the
Day of the or like the dead.
like
Day of the
how
Dead.
they
It's Day of
how
the
they
Dead,
Day of the
go
Dead,
and then
but
the
how
like,
they
light.
go
Yeah.
like in a bus like present day and they go in a
Yeah,
bus
school-
on a field
kids go-
trip
yeah, field
and
trip,
then
yeah.
when they go into that little section with De La Muerto, if I think that's how you pronounce it.
So there's storylines.
Like
and
you
story
when
behind
when
the
they go
characters.
in there, they get like transported to that time, and it's such a fascinating movie, and
It
it's so
is,
well put
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
What about you, Lexi? You just said Wreck-It Ralph, but why though? Honestly, it is a good movie.
I-
don't get me wrong.
Great.
I don't know,
Vanellope
that's
Von
pretty good.
Schweetz.
I saw it. It came out when I was
Have
in
you
second
met
grade.
her? I
Yeah,
just
it
love the
sounds
movie.
annoying and
Yeah,
everything.
I was gonna say like no offense, but she kind of annoys me.
I want to give you back you and your stupid coin. It's
Yeah,
a
but
metal.
it's funny.
It
It's
is
just so
funny.
good
It's a
and
metal,
put
yeah.
together. The second one's so bad. It's like
The second one I think was more reached out to like kids of that era, like
Yeah.
2018. Definitely reached out to me.
I don't
because
like
made
when
a lot
they-
of references.
Yeah.
The Disney
this may
too
just be me, but I don't like when they
makes
over modernize things. Like maybe unpopular opinion, but the new Space Jam,
I've
they
seen
made
that.
everything
I did not
about.
like
You've
it.
never seen it?
I never seen the original one. I
You've
didn't
never
even
seen the
I
original
didn't even
Space
see the new
Jam?
one.
Oh, I might have seen the original, but I haven't
A lot of
seen
people
the
say
new
they
one.
haven't even seen Forrest Gump.
I seen Forrest Gump.
Gus.
Have you
She's
seen Forrest Gump?
You haven't even seen Forrest Gump yet, bro.
Gus, it is Forrest
The
Gump.
thing is,
Run, Forrest!
that's the thing.
Run!
He's seen all the OG movies. I'm like, you gotta watch Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Yesterday I actually
You
said
gotta
that
watch it.
because
With your
like
dad.
I don't know that scene
Huh?
where she goes,
Time's hard.
"Run, Forrest,
2 hours.
run!"
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh, right.
The movie's good.
Yeah, it really is such a good.
Okay, we need to
What about you?
petition for Gus to watch Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Right now.
What about you, bro?
You ever heard of Ford versus Ferrari?
I've heard of it. I know what you're
Gus
talking
has
about.
heard of it.
I've
Gus
never
has
seen
heard of it.
I've never
I know
seen
he's
it.
heard of it.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
It's not-
I think I've heard of it, but I never watched
I can name
it.
like,
like a
multiple
3-hour
animated movies. I gotta make a list, dude. There's like
Okay.
Finding Nemo.
I think we should
there's,
talk
like,
about this whole sibling situation.
Cars. Oh my god. Cars.
Sibling. We can talk about that real quick and then close it up.
How much time do we have left?
Yep, 30 minutes and
Ooh.
40 seconds.
Okay, then we might as well wrap this up. So
Yeah, we can talk about the sibling thing.
We can talk about
She's-
it.
you guys can
we're
talk
not,
about it
You know, we're
next-
not supposed to go
next
past
time.
30 minutes, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So
Oh, we can.
we
We
kind
can
of have to wrap it up now.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we're good.
We can wrap it up.
We're good.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff.
Okay. All right. So.
All right,
Anything else to add?
Peace.
Peace.
I was. Oh, okay. All right.
What were you gonna say? What were you
I was
gonna
gonna
say?
be like.